Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. This is actually going to be one of my nonstop November videos, and I am actually going to talk about parenting. Um, the thing that I was thinking about today, I don't even know why I was thinking about this today, but I was thinking about folks who indulge in that whole thing of say, not my kids. No, not my kids. My kids don't do this, and my kids don't do that. Okay. Yeah, it's nice to be tuned in to your kids. Um, but don't end up somewhere looking foolish, yelling and screaming and telling somebody about what your kids will or will not do. Okay? I'm very in tune with minds. But I also know at the same time, if I'm running around screaming and yelling what they won't do and what they all that, yeah, bitch, your kids too. Kids have a way, and especially when it comes to the school, kids a lot of times have behaviors for home and behaviors that they use other places. So it's best to actually get a grasp on exactly what the situation is and what actually went on before you go make a goddamn fool of yourself. Because I know good and well my kids, there were certain things that they would do when I'm standing there and things that they will not even indulge in, you know, that they would do that they wouldn't indulge in if I was present, you know. And prime example, at a point, there was always the thing where they say, now, you know what, we're going to call your dad. And my son be, oh, no, 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 no. And he straightened right up. Well, child, he got a little, as he started getting a little bit older, my oldest one, well, both of them actually, they start getting a little bit older when you're talking third grade, yeah, well, second grade, third grade, like that. Shit, I ran into a problem where they run around, they say, we'll call your dad, and my little fuckers don't go on a calling. You know, all that smart shit. Because, see, they know that they're not allowed to put their hands on them at the school and things like that. So sometimes they would get real cute, and get to saying things to the teachers that acted in a way that they knew that they wouldn't act that way. Because you know good and well, Trayvon knew if we call your dad is going to beat your goddamn ass. So what possessed you to tell the teacher, go ahead, call him? You know, but I would never have thought, when somebody said, your son says so and so. No, not my son. Child, yeah, your son too. They have different behaviors, once they get to a certain age. That's why I always say it's very necessary to have fear. There has to be an element of fear in a child to raise the child. You cannot raise a child that doesn't have any fear of you. And I don't mean have your kid be all scared of you and every time you move, they don't, that kind of thing. But there is an element of fear of the consequence that my ass is on my way, you know, that has to be there to be able to effectively raise a child. Because if a child is in fear of you, what the fuck, what are you working off of? you know. But yeah, I learned real early on. I goes into a place and I need to figure out exactly what went on before I go balls to the wall and start snapping out and screaming. Now I will snap out and scream about the little goddamn munchkins, but I need to know exactly what happened. And I'm not so quick to tell people what my kids will do and what my kids ain't gonna do. Child, I don't know what the fuck my kids did. Tell me what happened and I'll try to get to the bottom of it, of what's going on, because they do have different behaviors. I've literally sat and watched my youngest child doesn't eat this, doesn't eat that, don't like green vegetables, this, that, thing, the other, don't eat lunch meat. I mean, forever with this child, he doesn't eat shit. We're talking whole holiday meals, and I always have spaghetti on hand because that's all the fuck this kid eats. Child, in these later years, stop playing. Stop playing. Me and my mother have gone head to head about this kid. I literally sat at the school and watched this kid that doesn't like any grilled food eat a grilled hot dog. This kid that doesn't eat any kind of lunch meat, you ate a boiled ham sandwich? Really? And I'm talking adamantly. I don't eat this. I don't eat that. I don't like it. I don't want to. I don't want to try. I went through that shit for years. For years. Go somewhere else. Can't pull that rank. Kid eating all kind of shit. Complete different sets of behavior when they think they can work you. So you gotta watch yourself. Don't be out there screaming and yelling, and because you will end up looking foolish. You will. You'll end up looking foolish. And that whole thing of like, go ahead and call him. That shit works my screws. And I've shown up at the school with that because that'll bring me right on around the corner, baby. When you do that, don't go. We're gonna call your dad. Oh, now you a bad motherfucker. Go on and call him. And then when I get there, now you crying. But that's them. Whole different set of behaviors. I was good for pop-ups. I just pop up in the school. I've popped up and seen my oldest child walking around the classroom. And I'm standing at the door and I'm looking at him. And it's like, ain't no issue, ain't no thing, ain't no need to sit down now. Ain't no need to sit down. I've literally walked up on him, walking around the classroom. I said, ain't this a bitch? So that's all right. Because when you come home, that ass is grass. So that was it. I don't even know why I actually was on that and why that was on my mind. But I thought about that, and that's one of the lessons that I learned. Don't be nowhere screaming and hollering, talking about not my kid. Yeah, bitch, your kid too. Kids will do all kind of shit. Yeah, your little angel can be a motherfucker too. So that was it. That's one of the things that I learned. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just explaining what I've learned in my walk with parenting is that those little people have different personalities and different behaviors for different situations. So don't get yourself embarrassed being caught up trying to tell somebody what the hell your kid won't do and will do. Because you don't know. As soon as you step away, your kid will do it too. All right, that's it. I'll talk with y'all later. Bye, guys.